You gonna stay? That's your jam?
Check. It's your boy DJ Hen, and you now tuned into that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor. Do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hello, welcome to the Chit Chat. Tonight, our sponsorship is by us. So if you would like to be sponsored, your businesses, products, or services featured on our Chit Chat Live, please email us. I can't speak. Please email us at thechitchatlive@yahoo.com.
And if you're watching from Instagram and or Facebook, make sure you click the link in the bio or go to youtube.com and search the Chit Chat Live and watch us live from YouTube, because that's where you'll be able to see the entire show. So don't complain if the audio, the video is off, or you can't see the co-host, because we're just giving you guys a
I'm
glimpse.
Responding to all comments. So
Yes.
you guys feel free to comment.
If you want to comment, we are reading comments from YouTube. So click the link in the bio. I also have it pinned in the comments. And make sure you watch from YouTube. And you can also support us via Cash App.
Definitely.
At $ the Chit Chat Live. We don't have any sponsors. So, send us a love offering.
Tell me.
Whew, okay, let's get into it. How was your week, my dear?
My week was good. I don't really have any complaints. I was off this weekend. I purposely stayed home because, I'm trying to build my little home office. So my desk is up and all my machines are together. And then this guy got super sick and pooped all over my house.
We have a guest. If you guys cannot see, you need to go to YouTube. We have Flacco, aka Poopa Scoop, who's been pooping all over Leah's house for the past 2 days after her crazy neighbor gave him chocolate. So for those of you who don't know, chocolate can kill dogs and make them very, very sick. So
I lost you, buddy.
He's recovering.
Yeah.
He just got some food, right?
Yeah, some boiled chicken. The vet told me just give him bland chicken for now. But I had to starve him for 24 hours, so I felt so bad. I didn't even eat my dinner last night because I didn't want to eat in front of him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Shut up, Chelsea. The dog making me a punk.
Yeah, it is definitely making you a punk. Like, that's how I felt the first 2 weeks, 2 months I got my dog. Yeah. Now my dog is old and aggravating. But no, I love him just as much.
He's a good dog, though, so I guess he's worth it. But I hope, vet bills aren't expensive, because he might be going to hospice.
He don't need not hospice. He don't need a vet. He a ghetto dog.
Well, he seems to be okay. So hopefully he doesn't poop in Luke's studio tonight.
Oh God.
Poop a scoop in the building.
Fingers crossed.
But otherwise than that, no, I'm just trying to take care of business. I'm really trying to save money. So I've been staying home, but I think next weekend I'm in these streets. I can't. I'm always at home.
Leah,
no.
You can't say you're trying to save money and then be in the streets unless you're gonna have a sponsor. That's the key when you're trying to save money, is having a sponsor to pay for you to be.
You know what's crazy is that I do have. I'm not gonna call them sponsors, but I do have opportunities to go places. Nobody's ringing that bell hard enough for me.
Remember what I said about dinner a couple episodes ago?
What?
When you're single and you don't want.
Yeah, but these aren't local, so it's just I would have to do the most. And I just don't even know if I want to open the door to anything long distance. You know what I'm saying?
You got two options. Either stay in the house or travel and not spend your money.
I can travel, but I'm just going to do it on my own.
All right. Well, anything else going on for the week? Anything else you want to
just work? Story of my life, work. But I will be in the streets this weekend.
Let me tell you, Leah be on here lying.
But what else do I do? What else?
On here, she be like, I don't be doing nothing. I be texting her, oh, you want to go?
Well, I went to the movies. I did go to the movies. I did go finally see Spider-Man. I be forgetting. I have a smoker's brain and I'm older.
She be lying to y'all. Okay.
Listen, don't tell everything.
She be out here in the streets and not wanting to tell anybody.
I can't tell everything. You
I
know,
see.
one person might hear, then another person. You know how that.
Then it might mess up your whole game.
And I am not good at game, honey, because I be texting the wrong folks and I be doing the most. So I try to stay out the way.
You do be messaging and texting
Girl,
the
the wrong people out the
I
way.
was like, what is really going on with you?
Well, how about you? How was your week?
Crazy as well. Definitely a lot of work. Running on fumes at this point.
Well, that's because you wake up at the ass crack of dawn.
That's the only way that I'm ever going to get all of the things that I want to get accomplished.
Yeah, but when are you going to rest?
I rest when I go to bed at like 9:30.
10, 11, 12, 1,
2, 3, 4.
That's 7 hours.
Yeah, so as long as I go to bed by 10, and then I take melatonin so I can just knock out. But I've just been having really freaking bad anxiety. And I haven't gotten, I started getting anxiety, like, within the last, I would say, 3 years. And it's horrible.
I know. I used to suffer from it bad. I've, like, been to the emergency room thinking I was having a heart attack.
Wow.
Couple of times.
So it hasn't been that bad for me, but I'm just, like, definitely trying to find ways to deal with it. And therapy is one of them. But it's, like... I used to think it was a game and like people were over exaggerating, but it is no freaking joke.
Yeah, and a lot of people in my family suffer from it too, which I never knew until we all got together and I was telling them how bad it was for me. And so now I kind of know. You just have to. You got a lot on your plate.
I do.
You got to minimize some of that stuff.
I'm trying, girl. I am slowly trying. Today, I was supposed to go to my OBGYN for my annual a couple weeks ago, but I went today, and I asked them for the fertility thing. And so they said when you're on birth control, you can't do it. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I just wanted to share that, you know.
When you're on birth control, you can't?
You can't do the fertility check. And then
because it stops your eggs from coming down, right?
Yeah, and then the other thing is when I asked the nurse about it first, she was just like, why do you want to do that? You're only, I'm not going to say my age, but she was like, you're only so-and-so.
Like, she's so old.
And I was like, I know women right now who are trying to get pregnant and they can't get pregnant. And I want to know if I'm, capable.
Right.
So anyway, they were just like, well, you're not really, you shouldn't really worry until after you're 40. And I'm just like,
35.
Okay. No, I asked her. She was like, you'll could be considered high risk at that age, but you still really shouldn't worry. But and then
is it something that you're worried about?
It's not something that I'm worried about, but I like to be, controlling. So I want to just make sure, but she said I couldn't make sure. So anyway, I let it go.
Can somebody invite me to a Super Bowl party?
Exactly.
Like, what is happening? Like, I don't know. I guess COVID maybe.
I think the people in South Florida are boring.
I just don't really know nobody, so I can't really.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Are you having a Super Bowl party, Luke?
Not me. I'm probably working.
Really? On Super Bowl Sunday? Who's going to be working that day?
Luke is like, them, they ain't paying my ass.
Stop at this point.
That's good, though, Luke. Happy for you.
But that's 5 days from now.
So, do you know the lineup? Like, who's performing? I know Mary J is performing.
Mary, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg.
Why do you need all these people?
What's his name? What's his name?
Really?
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, I think
it's
that's
a very West Coast heavy.
Yeah, I don't know how Mary J been fitting it, and they only giving her one song too.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. But I mean, when Beyonce did it, it was just like her and Beyonce and Destiny's Child, and like when Lady Gaga did it, it was only Lady Gaga, right?
I think there's certain shows where they might on TV show only the main act, but I think they've kind of stopped doing that, and they've just put all the performers on TV as well. Because there's always been multiple performers.
That's interesting. Well, I definitely want to see Mary J.
Yeah, me too.
Perform
her one song.
Any one? What would the one song be if you had to?
I think it's gonna be the one Dr. Dre produced.
Which is what?
I don't remember. Party was it?
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah,
because I think it's definitely gonna be
that. But that's not her one like hitter. Like,
yeah, but
yo, Mary,
she's got some hitters.
She does, and I don't know what one she's gonna. Honestly, I think as Mary J, when they told her she could only do one song, she should have told them she's not doing it.
Yeah, but I mean it's only a halftime, so it's not like they have.
I'm sure they approached her saying we have one more song to fill and we need a legend. Would you be willing?
Yeah,
I'm sure they approached in a way that was like.
It's probably going to be the song he produced. I'm pretty sure. But who's inviting us to a Super Bowl party? That's what I want to know.
And you better have good food if you're inviting us.
Spinach dip me, please.
You like spinach dip?
What? I make the best spinach dip, girl.
Oh.
And I make the best guac.
I think we're gonna need proof. I'll compete with you in guac.
See, I don't like guac, so I won't.
I don't
be
like
tasting-
avocado, so that's how I force myself to eat it. I know.
I will not be tasting that.
But to claim that you have the best guac and not even
Because
like
I have to force
avocados,
myself to eat. And then I learned from Rocco's Tacos.
Yeah, Rocco's Tacos,
We've all
people
done some
say.
food service. Okay?
No, I was eating there. And I was watching them make it. All right. So, what made you 38 hot this week, Chelsea, baby? Tell me.
I haven't even done it yet, but it's just thinking about doing it is admitting that my boyfriend is right. Him and I got into like a little tiff this afternoon, and then when I thought about it, I'm like, actually, he's right, and I don't like admitting that he's right. So that made me.
Well, I feel like he always has your best interest in mind.
Yeah, but best interest and knowing the best are two different things.
That's true. It's true.
What about you? What made you 38 hot?
Dog shit.
Oh, yeah. I
That's-
could definitely see
My
that.
week was very peaceful, honestly, until Sunday. And then last night, that was it. I had a great week. I really didn't have much to complain about. And then, of course, you know, the devil got to be busy. If you peaceful, he got to come in
Yes.
and do something to throw you off. So I almost got rid of this dog last night, but
Yeah.
you know, God kept us together because the devil didn't win.
Well, speaking of shit,
That's a hell of a transition.
speaking of a shitty situation, Lamar Odom is in a shitty situation. The former NBA star was captured on a live feed confessing that he pooped in his celebrity Big Brother bed.
Oh, they in the he's washing his ass. I didn't watch this.
Is this the videos y'all send me?
And they're right next to each other. Why is he moaning like that?
Sounds like you're scrubbing vigorously.
I am.
Gotcha.
I just let the world know that I took the shit in my bed.
What?
I just let the world know I just took the shit in my bed.
No, you
I
didn't.
did. I had to clean it up around the world.
Did Toddler hear you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Lamar also mentioned that the accident happened after he ate beef jerky sticks, candy, and drank warm milk. He is lactose intolerant and suffers from IBS.
Well,
Lamar.
yeah,
Lamar.
I don't know. I think he's so handsome too.
What?
Oh, he's so New York. I love him.
Oh my goodness. I think after he had that incident, he got so ugly. Like his body is not
He's
even in
so New
shape
York.
anymore.
Well, I mean,
After that incident, his body's not in shape.
Yeah. What?
you mean after he almost died?
Well, it was from drugs. It's not like, you know. So I don't know. I think he's so ugly. And then he had this.
I think he's sexy.
Well, I'm
You
glad.
know, I do the bald heads, and
Yeah, you
know,
do love a paw head. So,
You know.
well, the first question I have is: have you ever shitted on yourself?
No, I thought about that today.
Luke, what about you?
I've come close.
I haven't, but I can appreciate a man who will admit that.
Oh, what?
On
live
TV.
TV?
Maybe I'm sure that did nothing for you, but to the general dude population, everyone was like, huh, I respect that.
Was it? Is that
They
what
were talking
said?
about it on the Breakfast Club this morning too.
Well, you know how they're going to go with it.
Did they say like, oh yeah, Lamar
Envy said he shitted in the
sharded? He sharded.
Yeah, in
Well,
in his drawers. Yeah, and Charlamagne said he did it in his car. Yeah.
I just feel like Lamar Odom in this incident, he is just irresponsible. He freaking ate.
Well, no,
beef
of course,
jerky
no,
sticks.
yeah.
Well, I think it
You
was the
know,
milk, to be fair.
it was the milk,
Either way, like, bro,
but
don't
beef
eat
jerky
it.
with milk.
And candy. Like, are you too?
Yeah.
Like, clearly nobody can let
he
you
needs
in the refrigerator.
He needs a wife. That's Lamar's. He needs a good wife.
But then who wants you to be eating? And
Oh,
so
I
you
thought
don't
you was
care
about
if
to
he's
say who
sharp?
wanted him.
Look, hey, look, she,
No, but that's what the wife is for, though.
cleaned up Flacco's poop, and now she's like, okay, Lamar, come on
Shit on me,
over.
baby.
Come on over, baby.
Shit on me,
She
baby.
thought you were gonna say who's the wife that can keep him in line
Right.
to that degree.
No, but I think he needs a good wife because he's like lost. I feel like he's just like a dude that's just walking through time. You know what I'm saying? He's
For
just
sure.
walking through day by day, just lost.
I think that, and I think that's why also on Big Brother he talks about missing Chloe, because I feel like Chloe was a mom to him, like that mom figure. Wait, did they ever say why they got divorced?
Well, he almost died in a brothel. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, but she forgave Tristan. She might as well have forgiven him.
thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I mean, he had been cheating before. He was smoking crack at the time before.
Oh,
And then all that stuff happened in the brothel. So,
gotcha. Well, it would have been the crack for me.
and you gotta literally have 6 kids on Chloe for her to leave you alone.
I'm
So,
gonna quote you on that. It would have been the crack for me.
it would have been the crack.
I mean, I feel like that's why she.
Yeah.
That's why she left. It was the crack, not the
First
cheating.
crack incident.
She
Yeah.
got through the crack. So
Yeah, no, she stayed through the
you're a
crack.
stronger woman than
She
her, I
stayed through the
guess.
crack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then it happened in the brothel after the crack.
I think she could have forgave him for the brothel.
He almost died
Not
in
after the crack.
a whorehouse.
I think maybe it was the crack and the brothel at the same
It's the
time.
combination.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it would have
was
been the
both.
crack for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it would have been the crack for me. Like brothel, one
Really, a
thing.
man couldn't convince you like I
No.
did crack one time
Fuck
and I
no.
didn't like it.
Crack? No.
No.
No, I don't want you doing crack. No,
No,
I
no.
don't want you doing crack.
No.
But honestly, do you think Lamar should even be on reality TV right now?
Well, I mean, yeah, he's not playing ball. He's a household name,
Who's a
of
better
course.
candidate?
He is making himself look like a complete fool.
Okay, but
Well, if he doesn't want
well,
that, sure.
but think about 90% of reality. That's what they do.
Okay, I can
It's
see
for ratings.
some people being on reality TV and getting cheated on or getting into fights, but he is on reality TV shitting on himself.
Well, I mean, I don't think that was in the plan, you know.
But he obviously can't control
But what's crazy is
himself.
I couldn't be standing in the shower next to him, even if there's a wall there talking about I just shitted on myself, and you're scrubbing your ass right next to me and moaning and shit.
Well,
His
imagine.
reaction was low key that though.
Yeah, she was like, "What? You
Oh, no,
shitted?"
But I mean, imagine in the Big Brother house, there's like they don't get their own room. So imagine if your bed was next to
They
his.
don't. They share rooms.
Yeah, there's beds in like big rooms. Like there's no privacy. And the thing is first of all, Big Brother has been on for
20
so
years,
freaking
almost,
years,
over-
so
yeah,
long.
yeah.
And so the thing is that if you win a challenge, you get privacy in your own room.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's no privacy. So imagine the person that had to smell the poop after that. That's,
Well, so does he lack self-control or just ass control?
I definitely think he lacks self-control, because if you know you're lactose intolerant and you have IBS, like why would you eat that?
I just don't think he had like a good upbringing.
No,
I mean,
he
I
didn't.
could be wrong, but I just feel like he's very, I don't know the word. Like, he just seems lost.
Yeah, he's definitely out of control.
I'll take him.
Lamar, you hear that? You hear that?
Do you guys feel like you would be viable on reality TV?
What type of show now? What type of show you see us
Yeah.
on, Luke?
You tell me.
I do.
I don't know. I did apply
Like a Real
for some.
Housewives type of show? Or?
Real Housewives?
Real
I ain't
Housewives.
married.
I could tell that's exactly what you was thinking.
That
married,
and
though.
but also I like the ones where like they come into the salons, like the nail salon. Like we were talking about when I worked in Aventura, we were talking about like trying to get, because our shop was just like some of the shit you see, you just would not like. It was meant for reality TV. So yeah, I think I would be good.
I think for like a business, I think business side would be great. Anything else, my life is pretty boring other than that.
Yeah.
You got to realize you're gonna look a little crazy, and that's gonna benefit you. So
Yeah, the
eventually you're gonna
crazier.
wanna lean into that.
Yeah.
Well, I look crazy on here. We actually started getting like negative comments, and I'm so happy.
Yeah, she
that happen?
she had somebody
Yeah,
tight
people
last
are just
week.
like talking bad about me. I'm like,
She had
oh.
somebody tight last
I'm
week.
excited for you. That's awesome.
I know, me too. I'm excited.
Jason on YouTube says crack is whack. We know Jason.
Yeah,
we
and-
would have dropped him as soon as we found that crack pipe.
Exactly.
Immediately.
Well, speaking of crazy, Kanye West says his ex, Kim Kardashian, is allowing their 8-year-old daughter, North, to use TikTok against his will. The issue dates back to December when North made her TikTok debut, revealing her holiday makeup makeover. Since then, North has made TikTok appearances with her mom, Kim, and 9-year-old cousin, Penelope.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no.
activate.
She's so
Holy
cute.
Spirit, activate. 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 All right, let's go.
She's Kanye.
That's Kim Kardashian.
No, she's definitely
and daughter
Kim.
North just casually taking over TikTok.
I hate to
think
break
so.
the
Social
bubble,
media
but it
is such
seems
a
like a
great
fair
tool.
combination
And
of both.
a great way to show off the adorableness going on at home. To kick off Thanksgiving weekend, the reality star joined TikTok with an account called Kim and North.
Oh, they're so cute.
And so far, the fans have been treated to some amazing mother-daughter collabs.
All right, we can cut it. Some followers are also using TikTok as a way to ask North for just a few coins.
So how do you feel about that? Do you feel he has the right? Because I follow that page and I see that she does all the videos with her. She did do a video one time where she was showing off the whole house and they cut her off.
Yeah. But no, she does. She
Courtney's
does them
son
sometimes with
told on her.
Penelope.
Right. But I think for the most part, she's monitoring it. But I don't know. I feel like Kanye is some timing. I feel like he does things. I'm not saying he's not, feeling a kind of way about social media because Cardi just had to take her kids off.
Right.
And I know social media could be a terrible place, especially, those comments So I don't know. Kanye would just get on I would have never had kids with him in the first place.
I don't see. I mean, some people would have said the same thing about Kim. Like, oh, I would have never had kids with her. They both, Kim and Kanye, both love media attention. They both love social media.
So they're good parents too. I can't even say they're bad parents or anything like that. I just feel like none of this was a problem. She was on TikTok before they started getting a divorce.
And he didn't want it.
He said that back then?
Yeah, he said that he didn't want her. He doesn't want her on TikTok.
Way back then, before they even started getting
She
divorced?
started in December.
Okay. This was before. I'm talking about before when they were still together. She was on TikTok.
By herself?
At this
And
point,
he wasn't
he's venting all of his issues.
Ah, okay. So he's been...
If he's been fighting that the whole time behind the scenes, we have no idea.
That's true. I feel like they got shows coming and it's all for publicity.
Honestly, I feel that if it's his job, it's Kanye's job as a father, whether he's a current husband or ex-husband, it's to keep his family safe and to have the best interest for his child, if nothing else. And if he says, as a father, I don't want her on social media right now, then I think as a woman and as a mom, you need to respect that. And whether you guys are together now or not, you took vows and you wanted vows.
Yeah, but I don't feel it's but that's a 50-50 situation. She agrees with it, he doesn't. So when you guys are separating, my rules apply in my house, your rules apply in your house.
That's where parenting goes wrong.
No,
and that's when
I don't
kids
agree.
start to be like, "Oh, I can't have a phone at mom's
But
house."
that's
so
just
I
how
wanna
it
be at
is.
Dad's house.
That's how it is.
I think that's horrible
But
when
that's
it
how
comes
it is.
to having when you're separated and then having kids in two households, because then the kid always wants to go where it's lenient.
Not all separations are amicable. So I'm the word killer tonight. So, it's not always like that. It's not always, well, if dad says, because I know a lot of my homegirls, fuck what he say. This is my house. I pay these bills. I'm taking care of you. You live here. He could feel however he want. When you're with him, he could put them rules. When you over here, but that's just how it is.
But that's women for you. And so even I saw like really, growing up, my parents got divorced when I was 3. My mom really did listen to my dad, but when it came to my dad and his other baby mamas, they really didn't always listen to what he said as rules. But then when that would backfire on him, when he said, okay, hey, don't let them do X, Y, and Z, and the moms didn't listen, but then that starts to backfire and the kids start to get out of hand, then it's like, oh, let me call the daddy. Let me have you
but
put you
know
in
what's
control.
with them too? You got these kids all on the E Network every week. You watching their lives inside of their house every single week.
Are they on the show? I don't know. I haven't seen
Yes,
it.
the kids are on the episodes. I used to watch the Kardashians all the time. And they have the new show on Hulu. The kids are on the show. All of the kids. So what's the difference?
That's a fair argument.
I mean, I think definitely before it goes on Chris looks at it, the family looks at it. You could see in one clip that North took the phone and is like, Mom, I'm on live.
Right. But all of those stations and TV shows have social media accounts as well. So even if she might monitor it or whatever, those clips are still going on social media. Somehow, some way, you can't have it both ways. You can't have your kid in the limelight on TV doing this, but you don't want her on TikTok. It's you can't.
But
They're
when it's
public
produced
kids.
on nothing is going out, whether it be on social media or on.
I mean, I know it's more controlled. Yeah, I feel what you're
everything
saying.
is viewed, but you don't know exactly what she's going to do live. Also, when it's on television, you're just putting content out. You don't have anybody like we have the clip.
Yeah, you can always say cut.
Northeast Karen, can you show us mommy's credit card? North, honey, do you know how to write a check?
Oh my God.
It's Stormy Nice. North, we are poor.
Oh my
Have you
God.
ever played with Cash App? Like, and I think that's what Kanye is afraid of. And it may not be what he's afraid of now, but it's like you let her on the platform so early. Who knows what she'll be doing in the next couple of years on there?
I just feel like separations are tricky. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you're not going to always have the same values, the same principles, the same rules. And honestly, I am a child of a divorce. Like, you are split.
I think
I mean, that's just how it is.
if you lay down with this man or you married this man and you decided to have a child, you need to still take heed to what he says when it comes to providing security and safety for your child.
Yeah, but see, Kanye, the thing, I don't see him being, like, right now, the way he's handling it, he's being a child. Like, he's doing all this stuff on social media. Granted that you can't get in contact with her, maybe, but it's a lot of them. You could call somebody and tell them how you feel. You don't have to be online. And I mean, you got to understand, Kim is an independent woman too. She got her shit together. So it's like, yeah, you over there ranting and raving when we could have just had a conversation about it.
But you don't know if he did. I just feel like Kanye is doing
just
this
think he's
out
a
of
dick.
everybody thinks that, and I'm like Kanye for president. So we're just gonna leave it at that.
I'm with you on this one.
Kanye for president.
Well,
and
I'm
if he
moving
runs,
to
I'm voting
Jamaica
for him.
when that happens. No, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he'll make this country a lot of bread.
He's
So
very smart.
I'm not gonna lie.
The
He's
economy
very
is all
smart.
we really need at this point, right?
Yeah, like that's
It's all about the economy. That's all we need.
As we mentioned, Cardi B. Oh, you can.
Yeah,
Take that
so I didn't realize there was on rundown. I glimpsed through it today because I was so busy. But in the same conversation, Cardi B had to take down her daughter's IG because 3-year-old Culture's Instagram account, after followers started calling her names. Like, isn't that crazy? Some people were Culture,
Her name
yes.
is Culture, yeah.
Some people were referring to the 3-year-old as Creature. That's crazy. That is.
Really? The internet is crazy? Who would have guessed?
I wonder if North kind of gets the same comments. Like if people tell her
I'm
that
sure.
she's ugly and
And they
all of
probably
that
talk
stuff.
about her mom. They probably talk about mom's porn. So I do understand why he doesn't want her on there, but it's just the way he's going about it is so childish. That's how I feel.
What makes it childish?
Because I feel like it's a lot of them Kardashians. You can reach somebody. You don't have to get on Instagram and post. Have you been seeing all the posts he's been making on Instagram?
No, I haven't.
He's been doing the most.
I think he's just fed up.
I don't know. I feel like he should have more power. I don't think he's as powerless as he acts.
I mean, when you're dealing with that particular family.
Yeah, but the law is the law. Like you,
No, it's not.
Kanye's a billionaire. Okay, he can fight for his rights for
That
his
whole
children.
family is not only
They're like the mafia, right?
they're not only a collective billionaire, but they're in charge of several other billionaires.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know what I mean? That's,
Yeah.
that's a powerful.
So it's power trying to like it's power over power.
Mm-hmm.
It would be different if he had a child with somebody who was less significant. But it's like
But that's the thing. These are children. You got to put that shit to the side. You just got to relax and learn how to communicate with each other.
But
he's
Kanye-
mad because she's sleeping with Pete the Meat.
I honestly feel like Kanye's kids are the only thing that he has.
No, for sure. I'm not saying he's wrong, 100%.
And so if it was me and I'm like, well, dang, I never had a close relationship with my father. Dang, my mother's, deceased. And now all I have is this connection with my kids. I want them to be raised the way that we spoke about when we were dating and we were in love. And it's like, okay, if you agreed with that when we were in this love, ordeal, and now we're separated and you kind of just want to do what the hell you want, I'm going to be pissed off.
No, I agree. It's just, I feel like communication is key. They have to find a way to get some mediation going on.
All right, hopefully this is the last time we talk about.
I doubt it. They got shows coming out. They gonna be all in.
Kim
He
and Kanye.
said she was trying to. She said he put a hit out on her. So it's about to turn up.
He did.
See, you didn't see all that. I'm telling you, he's been going in online.
If Kanye dies, I'm blaming Kim for sure.
For sure, 100%.
You taking the next story?
So Miss JT, I love her though. So City Girls rapper JT is tired of y'all asking why she is never at Young Miami's birthday parties. She responded to one social media by commenting under her photo saying,
one social media user.
media, ghost face, nasty wig, 2015 birthday dress, ugly ass shoes, little ass girl, stay in your little ass place. Since then, she did apologize.
Yeah, like JT definitely went on this
Listen,
girl.
she is Miami to the core, baby.
She
don't play no games. But why are you never at Miami? She was there she was at the kids' birthday party last year.
She said that Young Miami's birthdays are always out of the country, and she pretty much insinuated that she's on probation or has like legal things going on to where she can't go.
Well, she just had a party down in Miami like last week.
I think she did go to that one.
Keisha K.O. and all of them were there.
Or maybe she said, I think she said that she had something else going on the other time.
Well, probation can also be specific to travel.
Yeah, and then you're not supposed to be around certain people either, felons and stuff like that. So, Young Miami is gangster. All her family is gangsters. So
yeah, but I'm like, okay, girl, why are you taking the time to go? I think she's just going through a lot of stuff, and people and certain celebrities have to realize to not read the comments.
That's all. Just stay out the comments.
Stay out the comments.
Because when I read that comment the other day, I was like, I was mad. I was like, why are you talking? I was like, damn, all in your feelings, bruh. But then I was like, why did I even read that? You know what I'm saying?
And two, you have to also understand that people are only looking at a snapshot. So even like when they're commenting, they're only looking at a couple pictures or a couple seconds of your life, and they don't really know the bigger picture. They don't know what's going on. So I just think JT needs to, one, stay out the comments. Two, she needs to seek therapy. And just like learn, honey, you rich. You a rich bitch, and start acting like it.
I just feel like everything doesn't need a response.
Exactly. And neither did that little girl. Like, you calling her a little girl. If she a little girl, then why are you even tolerating it?
I don't know. I think at that point she was probably fed up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
I for sure think that.
Well, prayers to all involved. Are we doing what he said? I'm so excited. I love it.
Yes,
we too early?
That's fine. We got lots of things.
So I did watch this interview that you told me about this morning, which I was oddly surprised that I liked it because I'm not a fan of Nikki either. But Kevin Samuels and Nikki Minaj went live last week. And some Nikki fans expected her to bash Kevin, but she actually just had some questions. Let's see.
I shouldn't expect as a woman to have a climax every time I do it, right? Like Hilton. And I said, excuse me, are you out of your fucking mind? Why wouldn't I want to climax every time I have intercourse? Just like you want to climax when you have intercourse. And I was accused of being like a man.
So what do I say? We have to unpack this. So it was like a 20-minute live interview that Kevin Samuels and Nikki Minaj did. And she asked him quite a few questions.
It was good.
Yeah. But to me, this was like the biggest question.
Should
night.
People expect you to climax?
Should women, expect to climax every time they have sex? And should men expect to make their woman climax every time they have sex? Now, Luke, we're going to throw it to you.
Thanks for the warning. I'm gonna say ideally, but there's a lot of variation among women.
Oh God.
I'm sure you've had more experience with more women than I have. I would love to hear your opinion on that.
All I'm saying is, if men had to make sure that a woman climaxed every time they had sex, they wouldn't want to have sex as much as they do.
Yeah, but it's also like climbing a mountain versus climbing a hill. It's like if you had to climb a hill every time, it'd be easy.
That's true.
If you had to climb a mountain every time, you'd be like, I'm tired of this.
If you really pay attention to a woman's body, especially the woman that you're having sex with, I think it's something that can be done. What do you say, Leah?
If I'm not climaxing, why would I be having sex?
But every single time?
Why would I be having sex?
You was a different type of bitch. Okay.
See, you just agreeing with me.
Wait a minute. What? Okay. So what is the? Okay, so you have sex not to climax? I thought that was the point.
Not to climax, but every time a man, I will be honest, not every time a man can make me climax. No, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, if that's not your life, then I want to be
not my
you.
life. I just try to have sex with people that I like.
It's not about liking them. It's not about liking them.
No, it is. It's about attraction. It's about
polarity.
You can like a man all you want. It can be the finest man you've ever seen, but if his penis doesn't stroke right spot,
then we won't fuck again. It's done. What's the problem here? This is sex. It's sex. What's the definition? Google the definition of sex for me, Luke.
So we also put this on the Chit Chat Instagram as a poll, and a lot of men were saying like, no.
Chiefly with reference to people, sexual activity, including specifically sexual intercourse. Either two main categories, male and female, into which humans and most other living things are divided on the basis of their reproduction.
Okay, so sex means just have to reproduce, pretty much.
Right. But
it includes to reproduce. It doesn't necessarily say that only.
Okay, well, if I'm not having orgasms, then I'm not having sex.
So Janae Ken Love said she agrees with me. And I really think, I wish I was wrong, but when you go to statistics, some women never experience orgasm.
Well, I'm going to say this too. I've always heard that when you're a certain age, sex is different. In my 40s, I'm not having sex if I'm not. There's no way.
But, okay,
even
say
in my 30s, 20s, fuck that.
Say you meet a guy, you like him, and even that first time you don't orgasm, that still means he got something out of it and you didn't.
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just different, but I just don't understand. Not unless they have a small penis, or I don't know. I've just never had that problem. Like sometimes it happens as soon as
this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Like immediate.
You guys got to realize you're experiencing this differently.
Totally different.
Right, yeah.
Like sometimes, as soon as he puts it in, it's like boom.
Oh, you're lucky.
Like
I'm
a Virgo, baby.
That should be the mindset, because honestly, like if you've been with enough different women, you know, like some of them are like
I don't know
compatible, and some are
a little harder.
Well,
compatibility I think is a bigger thing.
Not every woman you can put it in and stick it in and go. Some you might need to kiss behind the ear.
No, of course, no, that's a mandatory. Yeah,
you know, so every woman is going to be different, but I think if the man really cares for the woman, he's going to want to learn her body.
Well, that's the ultimate variable now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I also think too.
Really cares for the woman.
Yeah,
I think too. With me, I only sleep with people that I'm very physically attracted to. So I guess that goes hand in hand.
You set yourself up for success.
Yes.
But physical attraction doesn't equal orgasm.
Yes, it does.
It does not. We're gonna have to get a. We're gonna have to get a sex
understands
expert.
her methodology. You're fighting
physical attraction,
but
feelings.
I'm just telling her.
You're using theory to fight experience.
Thank you.
It's her experience. But let's Google this, Luke.
What do we Google?
We're Googling how many women. I don't know, what should we say?
Experience orgasms during sex.
Orgasms during sex. Yeah. What percentage?
I don't know.
Of women?
I don't have that problem. Now let me tell you one thing. if I'm in a relationship, okay, case in point, I was in a relationship. The beginning of the relationship, sex was the bomb. But as soon as like so much shit happened between us, the sex was garbage to me. I didn't want to have sex anymore. So it's physical, it's emotional, but like if you fuck me over, no orgasms for me. And then I'm just not gonna want to have sex with you no more.
You're lucky. I'm telling you, you're lucky because it's not like that. If it was so easy for women to have orgasms, there wouldn't be so many toys invented.
But also, you started off this argument saying women should climax every time. So it seems like
I'm saying that's something that we should look forward to.
So what you're saying is men should work much more harder than women at all times.
I feel like men should.
Honestly, it's not about them working harder.
No, I'm just going off logic.
No.
It's saying that, you're saying it is harder for women to climax.
Yes.
See,
and you're saying that women should climax every time. And I'm not disagreeing with these points. I'm just saying,
I feel like women should climax every time, unless the dick is small or you're not attracted to the person.
I think a lot of times in everyday outside of Leah, most of the time women are having sex to please the man. And once the man is done, both man and woman consider sex to be over. And that shouldn't be the norm. I think we need to start educating men on saying,
okay,
hey,
so what is your foreplay game like?
It depends if I'm tired or if I'm not. And I mean, sometimes it might just be for the man. I might just be like, oh, shit, I'm not really.
Let me tell you, if your foreplay game is A1, everybody's coming.
Most men's foreplay game is shit.
Yeah,
I don't
but you
know
can't only depend on his. You got to make sure your shit is tight. I'm coming every time I have sex. I don't give a damn.
A lot of work.
3-4 times a day, I'm all in. Like I am that girl.
3-4 times a day.
Oh, girl, if we're off work, we are fucking all day.
In 2015, 46% of women said that they always or nearly always had an orgasm when having intercourse. That's less than half.
Well, that's still more than I thought.
With only 6%.
I don't know what y'all
always.
got going on with this not coming.
So only
but
6% say
So
always.
you're part of the 6%.
I guess.
I mean, I definitely think you're a rare breed. For
really?
Sure. Yeah.
Why is that so rare? I thought I was like,
God is cruel.
But I thought the point of having sex, besides reproducing, was for everybody to come.
Well, I don't think God wanted us to orgasm. He just wanted
if that
us
was
to
the case, we
reproduce.
wouldn't have that feeling in our body. So I don't agree with that.
Well, you know,
it's there for a reason.
Let me ask you: do you guys know where a man really orgasms?
In his ass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you know that, Liz?
Well, he doesn't orgasm
because it's behind the ass. Y'all just make it the ass.
You gotta go through the ass to get
You gotta go through that tunnel to get.
Yeah.
It's internal. That's like saying you gotta go through the ass to get to the lungs. That makes no sense.
Look, no guy ever wants to talk about that.
Right. They
don't want to talk about that shit.
Is that how you handle that?
No, it's not. And really, I had a friend who a therapist told her once a man gets anal orgasm, he can't ever go back.
Where did this conversation just go? I'm not doing this.
Never going there then.
All I know is that if I'm having sex, it has to be for a reason. If that reason doesn't get accomplished, then we're not compatible.
Okay.
And I am her. I will not see you the next day.
It sounds like you have the more advanced setup and preparation.
I just feel like
we're gonna have to dive
better.
Right, we're gonna have to dive dive deep into your prep.
I have to be physically. If I'm not super physically attracted to you, my shit won't even. That should be like the.
So
desert.
you ain't never meet a guy. You be so attracted to him, and then he drop them draws, and that shit be
everything off physical appearance.
Right, it's not about physical because I have actually been with smaller men. But because we have this connection, because I'm physically attracted, because I get butterflies when I see him come in the door. Yes. I was in, yes. And trust me, when I moved on to the next, I realized how small that shit was. You understand what I'm saying? So it's definitely not always about size.
All right. I guess we're gonna have to do a whole nother episode on that. Was there anything else from that Kevin Samuels Nicki Minaj thing you wanted to talk about?
I forgot. She had asked him something, but I forgot to put it in the rundown, so I don't even remember. But I definitely want to revisit this video.
I know
because she asked more questions.
She asked him like how many times a day you should expect a man.
Yes.
To have sex, and I think she said she wanted to have sex like 3-4 times a day.
But that's good.
How you got time for that?
In the morning when you wake up.
What if y'all wake up at 2 different times?
We got to be in that bed sometime.
Well, she's also the one presumably making the money in that relationship.
Oh, right.
Like,
and she don't have to be out all the time.
Come.
And she don't have to be.
That.
You think you can have sex 4 times a day, Luke?
I got time for one right now.
See, that's
I'm not saying it got to be no long stroke, pound me down, but yes. A quickie, yes. Yes. Come while I'm brushing my teeth in the bathroom. Yes.
How old are you? Because I can't wait till I get that age.
I'm 44, but I've always been like this. This is not aged. I've been very sexual my whole life.
All right, we are moving on. Recently, a meme has circulated IG that says, "You'll never find a husband if you leave every man that cheats on you," which also kind of goes along with what the men from the YouTube live show Crew Season said in their show a few months ago. So we're gonna play that.
I'm gonna
open the door for him.
I feel like he's right. I feel like if she leaves after the first time of you cheating, then she never really loves you for real like that. And the reason that I would say it is because of the fact of what O just said. A lot of women date based on scarcity. I would say most women know that there's not a lot of good men out here. And like I said on the live earlier, most women are lazy. So if she has the energy to just get up and dip on the first time, considering all of that, and considering what her girlfriends is telling her, and they calling her, oh, this man ain't shit, this man ain't this, he ain't this, he ain't that. She ain't that all the time, and she got a dude who's solid 95% of the time, but he just slipped up once. She never really loved him like that.
But I get it though,
and again,
right.
Disclaimer: not saying that she should not leave. Right. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
We playing on percentages,
right? And
the percentages are she's gonna stay. So if she leaves, then that means she might have been 1 foot in. It's a good chance that she was 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that situation.
She didn't love you if she leaves.
So, do we not say all the time when you accept someone back after something like that, you create a new norm, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So now what does that look like? Like, as a man, you get caught or whatever, how do you go about getting back in her good graces, earning her trust back?
You got to bend over backwards.
And then cheat again.
Kenny's my favorite. He's my favorite now, I swear.
I'm gonna let you go.
I'm 44. I am not married. Because if you cheat on me, you can get the fuck out of here. I feel like the reason I say that, you can call him in. The reason I say that is because they'll leave us. Let us cheat. We gone. We out of here. Because that's what they said in the next few. We're gone. Come on, Flacco. We're gone. So it's like, if y'all don't forgive, why do we keep forgiving y'all? And it ain't no accident. You don't fall in no vagina. Like, I am not going to fall off the curb and fall on the dick. So, you know what I'm saying? I think we need to stop making excuses. I think we need to stop being so forgiving. Cheating is a choice. Period.
Do you think that you could be married for like 30, 40 years and never cheat?
No.
I'm gonna need you to take back everything you just said.
No, you want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because we cheat respectfully.
What?
Totally disagree.
What?
If I was to cheat, and I'm not saying this to anybody that wants to talk to me
You're
now.
just saying you would be smart enough to keep it totally
He
hidden.
would never know.
Exactly. That's not respectfully.
Yes, it is.
That's not respectfully.
It is very respectfully.
What?
He would never know. I'm just
Your
being
logic is
honest.
not sound. I'm sorry.
My logic is very sound because I've been there and I've done it.
And now there's two dudes.
And I just told on myself just now. Thanks, Luke. No, but I mean, yeah, I would cheat for sure. Well, I'm not saying it's mandatory. I'm just saying it could happen.
Well, it can happen in 2 years or 30 years.
All your morality on
shit
not getting
happens,
caught.
yo. Shit happens.
That's it. That's your
That's
entire
it.
morality.
So
Yes.
is it
Then
okay
you're
if the
smarter.
man does it and just not get caught as long as you don't find out?
What you don't know won't hurt you, right? How would you if you don't know, how you know he cheated?
So
you are
you
the
just
devil on the shoulder. That's what you are.
you wouldn't feel bad.
I am both.
Like
I have both sides.
you wouldn't feel bad internally.
Women cheat for different reasons. So if I'm cheating, usually you are emotionally like not there, or okay, I had a situation. I was with a guy and I felt like he was not manly enough. I felt like I was running the house. I felt like I was doing everything. I felt like I was in control. And you know, it's
So
good
you
to be a strong. Yeah, girl, I went in. But I felt bad. I did. But I ended up being with the guy, the next guy. But then that karma comes back. So that's why it's just best that nobody cheats.
She's all over the place, Luke.
No, I'm not. Cheat
You're not wrong
respectfully.
at all.
Cheat
She's
respectfully.
absolutely all over the place. But
I know what I'm
understandably so,
saying.
just from
I know what I
perspective,
mean.
it's not honest.
Luke, do
I feel
you
that.
think a man? How long do you think a man can go without cheating?
It depends on how the relationship is moving.
He's happy, but he's a man. So how long you give him?
Well, I think it's kind of funny that you say women cheat for different reasons, as if there's no nuance to how men cheat. But,
No, yeah, because y'all will fuck a bitch and don't even care.
but it's
Like,
almost like you have.
I
some
wish
degree
we
of
were
empathy
built
for
like that. I wish we were built like that, honestly.
But you're acknowledging it's the build.
No, yeah, I am. But I'll still leave his ass. I don't care.
I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because your standards are your standards.
Right.
But at the same time, you can at least acknowledge that one task is a lot more difficult for one.
No,
task
it
than the other.
is. It is.
There's women that can just have sex just to have sex now. I mean, especially if it's
No,
just
I'm not saying that, but I just feel
one-night
like when we're in a relationship, we're usually all the way in until something just turns us off. We don't leave right away. We emotionally check out first.
I don't even think it has to be a level of checking out. Like you could be in a relationship. You guys could have been together for a long time, and maybe you go on a girls trip and you see King Dingaling that night while you and your girls are out, and shit might just happen. And same thing with men. They might be on a guys trip and he didn't go there with the intent to cheat, but he just saw something that he liked and things happened and he ended up.
No, I'm not saying
having sex.
that's definitely possible. I just feel like we think about it more than they do. I feel like it's just like, oh, we about to smash and go. And I think with us, it's like, I really want to do it, but I can't do it, but I want to do it. And then we might end up doing it, but it's I don't know. I feel like we think, and I've heard guys say it, like we are more, that's why they won't forgive us, because with us, it's a thought process. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't forgive us. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to cheat, because you'll just never, ever know.
Right.
I'm just going to, I'm keeping it 100.
Luke, could you forgive a woman who cheated on you?
I have yet to do so.
You got cheated on before?
Of course.
Really? I feel like a lot of men don't get cheated on sometimes.
Well, those are probably men not dating or something.
In the real.
Most of your friends have gotten cheated on?
Yeah.
And they find out? How do they find out?
Because people think they're that smart and then they're not. And
Okay.
occasionally they'll tell you just because you put them in the right emotional state.
It's not about being smart. It's just about keeping your shit low.
What if it's a cheat back? Like, what if you cheated and then she's just like forgave you, and then you find out a couple months later that she's cheating? She cheated
well,
back.
then that acknowledges that the forgiveness was false, and that I should just fucking hit the eject button real quick.
You see how men are?
Yeah,
they want
but
to eject your
most
ass.
women is not gonna go hold herself
But
out
if you
for
say
revenge.
you forgive, then
No, maybe she really did, but then a situation came and she was just like, okay, well, I want to try this. He tried that. Like, she gave you a pass, and now she's looking for
Do
a
you
pass.
think women really forgive? Honestly, do you honestly think if your man cheats on you and you stay with him, you think you really forgive him?
Forgive maybe, forget no.
I don't think we ever really forgive. The reason I say that is because some women probably do. Some women can suck it up and just never mention it again, throw it under the rug. But when you
And where you at?
Yeah, but you notice if somebody does something to you, you notice that you start wondering where they are. You start texting them more. It starts to be more arguments. It starts to be more problems. I don't think there's ever really forgiveness. I think you try to deal with the situation because you love the person, or maybe y'all just want to be together. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to leave your home that you built and let another bitch come get it. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't really think there's forgiveness.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely takes time, but this.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't stay.
Have you ever cheated?
No, I haven't. Because I will leave you because I'm not married. Huh?
No, it is.
It's underrated. I've never cheated either.
That's amazing.
Okay. I will leave you. Like
I give you guys 10 years. But go ahead.
For me, I think if I feel the need to cheat on you and I meet somebody that's worth cheating on you with, I'm just going to leave.
Well, the reason why I won't do it now is because how you get them is how you lose them. For one, if you start your relationship off like that, it's never going to work.
What do you mean? Like if he's cheating?
If you're cheating on your man, this guy is gonna remember that shit. He's gonna be like, okay, well, I took him from him.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So you're always gonna be that girl. Like in the back of his head, he's gonna be like, well, damn, and then let you stay out a little too long with your friends or don't answer a couple phone calls. It's always gonna be that thing with him because of the way he got with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why now, I was young when I was doing all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, I feel like you. I'll leave. Like it's not.
And I think for men, there's different levels. Just like for women, there's for men, like maybe you were out of town, out of the country, and you had a one night stand with somebody. But then there's like that emotional thing where you're like messaging that person on a daily basis. Now that to me is something that I can't deal with. Like don't let me find out like you're having a full blown relationship with this person and. Y'all have an ongoing thing. Like I think it's more forgiving if it was just like a one night stand type of ordeal.
Ooh, he farted.
Oh no, he didn't.
Dookie. Okay, we're gonna go outside soon. Well, I don't know. I feel like this is a conversation that we definitely need to revisit.
Yeah, we have to have.
I think we need to have some sex talk.
Some sex talk.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Sex talk.
Oh, what I was gonna say is that and Luke, you can tell me if you agree with this, is that a lot of times men don't tell women in relationships what it is that they need or that they feel that they're lacking, and that's why they go out trying to find that, and they're looking for that 20%.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching like even the cruise season. I feel like that's their biggest complaint. I did. He didn't want to go. I feel like that's their biggest complaint. I hope he doesn't shit in here. Poopy doopy might shit in the studio tonight. Outside. I did, but
again, he about to go in that corner and poop a scoop.
Don't worry, I won't charge you more.
She better put him outside. Anyway, guys, it is almost our time. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back in the same time, same places next week, Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to follow us at the Chit Chat Live on all major social media platforms.
And I'm sorry not to cut you off, but love on us, guys. Like, send us a Cash App here and there. Show us your appreciation for entertaining y'all. We definitely need to have a sex conversation. Any sex therapist?
Send it. It's hashtag the Chit Chat Live.
I'm sorry, $. The Chit Chat Live at Cash App. But we definitely need some sex therapists in here or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there's a guy who he guarantees that he can make any woman orgasm. So I definitely want his take on orgasm.
I don't understand why
have a job.
Why is that so abnormal? I feel like that should be common.
No, he wouldn't have a job.
No, I agree, but damn, that's crazy.
And so he takes volunteers, quote unquote, and he can make women orgasm multiple times in a day. And there's, like you said, other sex therapists.
I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm good on that. But anyway, guys, we'll be back next Tuesday at 7:30.
If you missed parts of this episode, you can listen to us on any of the major podcast streaming sites. You can rewatch the replay on YouTube. And again, we'll be back here next Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern. Have a good night.
Good night. we definitely have to have a sex talk for sure.
I never really knew that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.